Okay, that terrible gas has dissipated. You know, because I'm working right next to my furnace, and my furnace is an old style natural gas furnace from the 60s. It has a constant vent. I don't know what the proper name is for it, but let's just say the chimney is open to the atmosphere in the house all the time by design. So there's a constant draw of air out of the space around the furnace, and that's me, that's where I am right now. And so that will draw out vapors and stuff. At least that's what I imagine is going on. It's proven to be handy a few times, having the furnace right there. My furnace, which by the way has broken down yesterday. Luckily it's not terribly cold today, so I think we'll be okay without it, but I'm going to fix it later. I'm pretty sure it's nothing but the motor capacitor. And the reason for that is, well, it's the internet. That's why I think I know what I'm doing with the furnace. When my furnace comes on, the fan motor, instead of turning, just sits there and hums rather loudly. And it gets hot. And I read on the internet that there's a starting capacitor causes a little phase shift or phase distortion, if you like, in the motor, causing enough of an imbalance that the motor will turn due to this imbalance at the start. Then once the motor develops any momentum, it will continue turning and accelerating on its own. And my capacitor has probably bit the dust. And so the poor motor has a perfectly balanced field in it, pulling it left and right, and the result of that, yes, here he comes. Yes, here's Draper once again. Anyway, that's resulted in my motor not turning. So I got to get a new capacitor and put that in a little later today, before tonight, when it gets colder. Now, what am I going to do here? Okay, so we're going to operate the radio again, and we're going to see if I got rid of a lot of the noise. Draper, you're not helping. I know you're trying. I know you're here not because you want food, and not because you want to go outside, but because you want to help. I know that. Where'd he go? Now, you know, cats, they distract easy, so we'll spin this around. Yikes. A little tug on the speaker wire there. Lucky there's enough flexibility in these wires that a little bit of movement isn't going to hurt them. What a windy day out there. Okay, so these guys are all just floating in space. The lights, we'll kind of put them back on. I like having the lights working on a radio because it reminds me again that it's switched on. And did I forget anything? Probably. Volume down. Oh, these controls feel much nicer. Tuning is fantastic now. Ah, it's fantastic. Wunderbar. So volume down, one of these two controls. I'm still not absolutely sure which is which. Okay, power on restriction here. You see my little finger. There it goes. Lights are on, radio's on. Do a little cleanup here, my tools. While we're waiting, put on our band switch knob. There we go. The radio's not pulling a lot of current. And I know that, oh, I see why. I've got both light bulbs in, so it is actually pulling a fair chunk of current. Got 100 volts going to it right now. That's pretty good. The radio's gone just quiet as can be. It's ticking. Now I've messed up the antenna cord here. I got it all mixed up in the power wire. Got enough though. Let's plug in the antenna. Volume's up. Oh, I wonder if because I have these wires separated now, if in fact I've really interrupted the front end of the radio. I probably have. But a lot of the noise is gone. Unless the noise was coming from that set of switches, which I didn't clean yet, come to think of it. Oh no, we're on push button, so let's go one back. Okay, we're on AM radio now. No, it doesn't sound like there's any front end on the radio. Sounds like the front end has gone away. Gone away bye-bye. Yeah. So let's do that. Let's plug that unit back in. And we'll just see if it doesn't bring the radio back to life. And I'm pretty sure I can do this with the radio operating. I don't think there's anything significant here at all. We do have the volume up high, so we'll turn the volume down a bit. Because of that. Okay, we'll just leave those in and leave these ones out. Funny things happening on the volume control here. That should be the A-band AM radio. What's that? We heard those before. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Whatever it is. It's not my signal generators, they're not on. So, whew. I may as well plug these wires back in. Anybody remember the order? I gotta clean this up for sure. So we'll just try this because they're right here. And guess what? I do remember the order. But I don't think that'll make any difference. No, made no difference, did it? Let's try another band. Same kind of oscillations. Magic Eye is showing as if there's a lot of AVC voltage again. What's that? I think it's something to do with this, so we'll clean this up next, and maybe those noises will go away. Just trying each band now. So I don't think there's any proper radio action in this radio at all. That's the impression I'm left with. So our next step is to clean this guy. I probably should have done that already. And we'll give this a cleaning. This is a little more involved, this thing. And then we'll try the radio out again, because I have been surprised in the past on the where's my screwdriver? Hey. Oh my gosh, it didn't go underneath there, did it? No. Oh, here it is. Oh, here it is, right where it's supposed to be. Duh. Just wanted to pry up that connector. So this is the guy who's going to get cleaned up next.